I've got a major decision to make. If you don't know, LEGO Collectible Minifigures Series number 24 is now official. My goodness, I cannot believe that we're already on Series 24. Here's where the decision making comes in. It's been a while since I've collected a minifigure wave since LEGO Marvel. I've kind of skipped a lot of them, especially as of late, but this might be the one that I dive back in. It is really going to depend up to you. So let's make it a challenge. If by year's end, this video right here is at over 1,000 likes, not only will I go on ahead and get a full set of this minifigure wave, but I'll get a second set, and that one will be given away to you guys. That way we go back in to some LEGO minifigure collecting together as a community. Now, with that out of the way, let's take a look at the wave itself, because it is a pretty interesting one. I think this is one of the stronger sets that they've released as of late, hence why I'm thinking of recollecting some of this particular set. We're going to go through all of the minifigs one by one, all 12 of them, and I will go on ahead and give them all a grade in my personal opinion. Now, of course, let me know down in the comment section below if you agree, disagree, etc. Let's rock and let's roll. So we're going to kick things off with an absolute S tier, because this is the T-Rex costume fan. What a tremendous looking design. This is the one that really sold me on the wave as a whole. I think there's so many cool customs that you could make with this one, especially blending it into some sort of a Jurassic World display. I think would look super duper sick. So this is an absolute S tier from me. The next one up is the Rococo Aristocrat, is at least how I would pronounce it. I know that I got the aristocrat part right. I don't know if I got the Rococo part correctly, but the point is, this is a fancy looking minifig. I'm very interested to see LEGO using this brand new dress piece, although who knows, maybe they've been using this for a while and it's part of LEGO Friends sets and I just would never actually know about that. It's unique that they're trying out something new. I also think that the hair piece there is new as well. It's not one of my personal favorite designs. I'm going to give it a B, but I do like some of the unique elements on this one. Next, we have the Robot Warrior, and the Robot Warrior is an absolute standout. This thing looks to me like something straight up out of like Toy Story / Halo. So I'm a huge fan of this design. This is going to get an S tier. I also really like how the blaster actually uses the rollerblades pieces as kind of like almost like a plasma shifter or something like that. I think that's really clever use of that particular piece. The next one up is going to be the Newspaper Kid. Once again, some unique print work here with the kind of gapped teeth. I don't remember ever seeing that on any other minifig before. I also think that the actual shirt for this design would be perfect for Nathan Drake from Uncharted. So that is really cool as well. And so for that, it gets a B tier. The next one is a big one, literally and figuratively, I guess, because this is the Orc. I love the underbite sort of chin piece that they have. It's so unique. It really helps the character come together a lot more. I think it just works super duper well visually. In addition to that, the really cool torn up cape, the really cool shield, a lot to really like about this minifig. So I'm going to give this one an A. Then we have the Potter, which once again, a lot of unique print work here on the actual torso. I think that's really cool. Some really neat elements for the hair / what the head wrap thing is, but it looks cool. I appreciate it. So we'll go B tier. Then we have the Rockin Horse Rider. This one's okay. We're going to go C tier on this one. Nothing particularly too cool or unique there. Then we have a really cool, almost kind of Lord of the Rings inspired character. This is the Falconer. Very neat looking minifig. I'm going to go B tier still with this one just because there's a much cooler animal character in this wave. But regardless, B tier, still cool to get the little falcon. That's really the most unique element for this particular release. Now, the next one, maybe it's me being biased because of all the World Cup hype, but I'm going to go A tier with this because we have the football referee. This is such a cool minifig. You have the red and the yellow card, the football, the obvious attire for the referee as well. I think this one is absolutely awesome, and it couldn't release at a more perfect time, which actually we're going to talk about in a moment. Then we have the Carrot Mascot. Anytime they do one of these like mascot or kind of like dressed up characters, I think they're really cool and unique because we always get a very unique piece with them. And this one is no different. They've done a whole bunch of these ones before. They've done like a rocket and a banana. They've done a bunch of different types of either fruits, vegetables, or just items. And this is the latest with the carrot mascot. I think it's pretty cool looking. I'm going to go on ahead and still give it an A, not an S tier. The carrot costume is pretty cool. And the next one up is the brown astronaut with the space baby. And my goodness, a lot of the community has already gone ahead and named this Baby Benny, aka Spaceship Benny from the Lego movie in his baby form. So this is obviously a really, really cool release. If you've collected Lego for a long time, you have an immense appreciation for the classic space design or theme. And this is obviously yet another color variant, this time in the brown astronaut suit. And of course, still some really cool accessories to go along with it. So for that, we're going to, just for the classic, give it an S tier. And yes, we're going S tier back to back because the last minifig we're looking at is the Conservationist. And my goodness, I mean, when you see that baby koala, how could you possibly not give it an S tier? So just for the koala, we're going S tier, but I also kind of sort of get a little bit of a vibe of like Steve Irwin, may he rest in peace, of course, with this particular minifig. Maybe it's the blonde hair, maybe obviously just because when you think of a conservationist, to me at least, he's the first name that kind of pops to mind. So it's just really, really cool to possibly get a Steve Irwin alike minifig in Lego form, which I think is pretty awesome. So there you have it, guys. That is the entire wave, 12 brand spanking new characters to add to your collection. And I think that this is a pretty strong lineup. I really do think that there's a little bit here for everyone. Some people will like certain minifigs more than others, of course. Some people might like the entire wave, but I really would be surprised if you don't find a minifig in this wave that you actually like, which I think is a sign of a strong minifigure wave. Now, with that in mind, of course, guys, don't forget to go on ahead and hit the thumbs up button. That would be very much appreciated. Let's see if we could hit 1,000 likes before 2022 wraps up. In addition to that, a little bit more details for you guys. The official release date for this minifigure wave is January 1st, which means you'll most likely start seeing it actually in stores right around now, because most of the time, these minifigure waves actually end up releasing in stores early, whether it be Target, Walmart, places like that. They'll put them out early because they are pretty much getting the shipments right now. So be on the lookout. You probably will have a chance to spot these before January 1st actually arrives. And as far as retail, these will still retail for $4.99 in the US. Obviously, that will then apply across the board depending on whatever country you live in with different price points. And finally, the last detail that I wanted to go on ahead and mention, because I know some people appreciate this sort of detail, it is set number 71037. Thank you guys so very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Have an absolutely fantastic day. Peace out. See you later, alligators.